Hey everybody, welcome back to the Steel City Breaker, and we are about to do our 2017 Gold Rush Autographed Hall of Fame Jersey Multi-Sport Edition 6-box case, random 4-player jersey group break number 2. 40 spots in the break, slots 1 through 40. To keep it easier, the same as we did at number 1, I'm going to keep all the names in 1 through 40. I'm not going to randomize the names and just spread them out. So if you have number 1, you'll have 141, 81, 121. Just to keep it easy, because there's a lot of guys with similar names, so I don't want any confusion. I don't want to check, through 160 names a bunch. It's no fun. We're going to take our full checklist, 160 names, and randomize that 5 times. Then we're going to pair the 2 lists. Each spot will get 4 players in the break, and you're going to keep those same 4 players for the entire case. I will go through who everybody has. I'll go through all 160 spots. I'll also call out the jerseys during the break. So there you go. So you don't have to pay too close attention, but I'll go through it if you want to write it down. Here are all 160 names right here. You'll see it 5 times. There it is. 1, 2, 3. There it is, 4. And this will be the final randomization. And I'll match this up, and we're going to go through it, and then we're going to get this case ripping. I'll have another one of these breaks up in just a little bit, so if you missed out on 1 and 2, don't worry, 3 will be up. And we also have boxes and cases available for live break as well. Okay, kick it over here. Everybody else hear me okay? The mic's on. Everyone can hear? Okay, can everybody hear me? Alright, I just want to double check. I didn't want to go if nobody can hear me, but if you guys can, if everybody else says it's good. Okay, let me blow this thing up, get it a little bigger. Okay, let's get going. Randall K has David Thompson, Rod Carew. Christopher B has Bill Walton, Jacob F, Mike Singletary. Troy M, Thurman Thomas. Christopher B, Jason Taylor. Michael B, Kevin McHale. Jacob F, Steve Carlton. Arthur D, Charles Barkley. Pat C, Guy LaFleur. Charles N, Orlando Cepeda. Sean H, Ray Guy. Christopher B, Barry Larkin. Pat C, OJ. Daniel D has Dan Marino. David U, Clyde Drexler. Michael G, Larry Little. Christopher B, Joe Morgan. Gary G, Derek Brooks. Adam C, Pierre Paulette. Christopher B, Larry Bird. Michael G, Magic Johnson. Hey, they're right next to each other. Christopher B, Jack Youngblood. Jacob F, Kurt Warner. Jacob F, John Elway. Timothy S, Gale Sayers. Scott C, Oscar Robertson. Michael G, Charles Haley. Scott C, Fergie Jenkins. Josh P has Shaq. Arthur D has Ronnie Lott. Jacob F has AI and Stan Musial. Chris B has David Winfield. Pat C, Gordie Howe. Michael G, Dominic Hasek. Robert N, Elvin Hayes. Gary G, Don Sutton. Christopher B, Bobby Knight. Charles N, Roger Starbuck. Randall K has Kellen Winslow. Randall K has Willie Mays. Christopher B, Michael Irvin. Jacob F, Dennis Eckersley. Troy M, Joe Montana. Christopher B, Raleigh Fingers. Michael B, Phil Esposito. Jacob F, David Robinson. Arthur D, Tim Raines. Pat C, Emmett Smith. Charles N, Brett Favre. Sean H, John Smoltz. Christopher B, Cam Neely. Pat C has Warren Moon. Daniel D, Bob Gibson. David U has Frank Thomas. Michael G has Bobby Clark. Christopher B, Tony Perez. Gary G, Marshall Falk. Adam C, Tommy Lasorda. Christopher B, Artis Gilmore. Michael G has Roger Worley. Christopher B, Bernie Parent. Jacob F, Steve Young. Jacob F, Patrick Waugh. Hold on. Okay. Timothy S, Brooks Robinson. Scott C, Bernard King. Michael G, Deion Sanders. Scott C, Kevin Green. Josh P, Lou Brock. Arthur D, Jerry Rice. Jacob F, Wade Boggs. Jacob F, Earl Campbell. Christopher B, Terry Bradshaw. Pat C, Dino Cicerelli. Michael G, Johnny Busick. Robert N, Ken Griffey. Gary G, Wayne Gretzky. Christopher B, Fred Dean. Charles N, Michael Jordan. Randall K has Dion and Wes Unseld. Christopher B, Mike Ditka. Jacob F, Troy Aikman. Troy M, Johnny Bench. Christopher B, Paul Coffey. Michael B, Juan Marichal. Jacob F, Phil Necro. Arthur D, Nolan Ryan. Pat C, Al Kaline. Charles N, JoJo White. Sean H, Jack Ham. Christopher B, Jim Bunning. Pat C, Terrell Davis. Daniel D, Andre Reed. David U, Scottie Pippen. Michael G, Steve Largent. Christopher B, Duke Snyder. Gary G, Eric Dickerson. Adam C, Lawrence Taylor. Christopher B, Bruce Suter. Michael G, Jim Brown. Christopher B. Julius Erving. Jacob F. Chris Carter. Jacob F. Paul Horning. Timothy S. Carlton Fisk. Scott C. Pudge. Michael G. Namath. Scott C. Mike Piazza. Josh P. Gary Cheevers. Arthur D. Chris Mullen. Jacob F. Brian Leach. Jacob F. Chris Dolman. Christopher B. Jimmy Johnson. Pat C. Wyatt Tittle. Michael G. Ed Jockamine. Robert N. Bill Mazarowski. Gary G. Jack Lambert. Christopher B. Goose Gossett. Charles N. Andre Dawson. Randall K. Bill Barber. Rick Barry. Christopher B. Dominic Wilkins. Jacob F. Cal Ripken. Troy M. Jim Kelly. Christopher B. Earl Monroe. Michael B. Ryan Sandberg. Jacob F. Len Dawson. Arthur D. Bill Russell. Pat C. Reggie Jackson. Charles N. Grant Fuhrer. Sean H. Jerry West. Christopher B. Dan Fouts. Pat C. has Tom Glavin. Daniel D. Tony Dorsett. David U. Chelios. Michael G. Spencer. Christopher B. Franco Harris. Gary G. Robin Yout. Adam C. Tim Brown. Christopher B. Curtis Martin. Michael G. Ernie Banks. Christopher B. Dennis Robin. Jacob F. has Ray Bork and Howie Long. Timothy S. Hakeem. Scott C. Jim Palmer. Michael G. Ozzie Smith. Scott C. Warren Sapp. Josh P. Johnny Bauer. Arthur D. Ed Bellafor. Jacob F. has Billy Williams and Bob Lilly. Christopher B. Joe Green. Pat C. Eddie Murray. Michael G. Walter Payton. Robert N. Hank Aaron. Gary G. Dick Butkus. Christopher B. Carly Polk. And Charles N. Marcus Allen. As I take one gigantic deep breath. All right. I am going to call out the rest of the jerseys. So any one that we pull, I'll let you know who got it, where it's going. Let's get going right here. 6 boxes in a case. And we have cases and boxes for live break. Roll another one of these up. These are really fun break, guys. Make sure you keep sending in those live breaks as well. Plus a bunch of fun group breaks coming up tonight. All right. Like I said, you can check out the full checklist in case you missed it on either the box or cases. It'll be down below. So if you want to see who's in there, give it a look. Okay, box number 1. We got for the Rams, the greatest show on turf jersey, Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner right there. Recent Hall of Famer, right? That is going to go to Jacob F. Jacob F has got that. Jacob F, congrats on the Kurt Warner Rams jersey. Nice start for us right there. Kurt Warner. Okay, I'm going to let you. One jersey in, and we already got a good one out of here. Box number 2. We're going to go to baseball here. We got Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub inscription. Ernie Banks for the Chicago Cubs. Really nice solid right there and a sweet inscription, PSA certed. Ernie Banks. Mr. Cub, let's see who has Ernie Banks. That is going to go to Michael G. Michael G will take that. Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, going to Michael G. Let's go to box number 3. Hall of Fame 2003, Grant Fuhrer. Grant Fuhrer, beautiful Oilers jersey right there. Grant Fuhrer. Let's see who has that. That's going to go to Charles N. Charles N will take that. take that. So we got box number 4. Elvin Hayes for the Bullets. Washington Bullets, Elvin Hayes. That's going to go to Robert N. Robert N will grab that. Should have some nice ones coming up as well with those bottom too. Two more to go. Who do we got in here? Jimmy Johnson, 94 Hall of Famer for the San Francisco 49ers. That's going to go to Christopher B. Christopher B will take that. Jimmy Johnson, 94 Hall of Famer for the San Francisco 49ers. Last one to go. Let's see who we got. Don Sutton, 98 Hall of Famer for the Dodgers. Los Angeles Dodgers, Don Sutton. Nice. See who has Don Sutton. Oh, jeez, hold on, sorry. Knocked it out. Sorry for giving everyone like massive motion sickness with that. Sorry about that. See the lovely floor we have. Not too filthy yet. Sutton is Gary G. All right, thanks for the break, everybody. That was Random Player Jersey Case Break number 2. We'll have some more jersey breaks up coming up this week. Thanks, everybody. And like I said, box and case for live break. Thanks, guys.